Good morning, I'm Cy Albright. Here's what's going on in the 4 states. FEMA will be doing storm damage assessments in several southwest Missouri counties after that severe weather we saw last week. Governor Mike Kehoe says crews are going to be in Newton, McDonald, Lawrence, Berry, and Greene counties next week, determining if public assistance can be requested through federal partners. Speaking of weather, the National Weather Service keeping an eye on a group that claims its Doppler radars are being used as weather weapons. This group, classified as an anti-government militia, has threatened destruction of radar sites across the country. Missouri U.S. Senator Eric Schmidt says it's inexcusable. There's no room for these threats in a civilized society. Speaking of weather, the weekend looks nice, and so does most of next week, but severe weather chances do return by the end of next week into next weekend. Your news, a service of Keller Pump in Seneca. For guaranteed quality well services and water treatment, trust the family that's been doing it for over 15 years. For details, see kellerpump.com. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-782-1310. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Cy Albright on KIX 102.5.
Sunshine with a high near 73 today. We'll see mostly clear skies now with lows in the mid-40s. Sunshine 73 for Saturday. Mid-70s for Sunday. Mid-70s for Monday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radars not showing anything over the 4 states.
52 in Saginaw, 51 in Pittsburgh, 52 in Joplin. Sign up for severe weather alerts. Download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, being brought to you by Josh Meeker at Country Financial. And today we're featuring Carthage Mark Twain's 2nd grade class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your class group, your kids, or whomever to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, you can go to the KIX website. There on the main page is a button you can hit that'll tell you how to upload your audio.
We're just 17 minutes away from your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
All you have to do is be calling number 5 at 623-1025 at 720 and tell us what the sound is to win the cash.
Here's Zach Top.
On KIX 102.5. Morning, everybody.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Morning, Melissa. Morning, Megan. Morning, Christy. Morning, Alabama fan. Alabama fan, Alabama.
That's Dustin. Morning, Dustin. Melissa, Megan, good morning. Christy, Jimmy.
How's everybody's thing-a-lang?
Dang-a-lang. What a weird phrase.
Thing-a-lang-a-lang-dang.
How's your thing-a-lang-a-dang today?
Dang-a-dang-lang.
Morning, Josh. So what's the big plan for the weekend? What are we doing this weekend?
I have to go do a consult with sound engineers over the issues that I was having Wednesday, tomorrow morning. And then I have a friend who's having a party tomorrow. Why isn't that showing up on there? That was on my calendar.
Oh, yeah, it's gone now.
It is. I wonder. Oh, I think I know why. Yeah, I put it on the wrong calendar. For some reason, whenever I add something on my phone, it puts it on the interviews calendar. I don't know
Strange.
why. I don't know how to set. Will you stop it?
Morning, Sharon. Oh, it's John Williard. Good morning.
John, how's it going, buddy?
It's been so long. How you been? He says, happy post-ACM awards night. Some sweet memories. Did you watch or did you go last night? You and I both, Megan. I was just getting so run down with all the rain. Melissa says she's doing something for Mother's Day with her daughter. She doesn't know what yet. And Mother's Day is on Sunday. Morning, Sarara. Happy Friday. We are going to have a crazy busy weekend. We've got family coming to town today. And then tomorrow, the boy has his soccer game at 12:40, and this is like a really big deal. They're going up against the last undefeated team in their division, and if they win this game, they win the championship, which
Good
is
luck,
huge.
boy.
They win their division. So that's at 12:40, and then Beans has a dance recital at 2, and then the boy has another soccer game at 5:20.
Good gosh.
And then on Sunday, Beans has a dance recital at 1.
And they only have one thing each that they do right now,
Yes,
right? Yeah,
because they're both so like deep into it. Yeah.
Yeah, and which is wonderful. These parents that allow the kids, to scatter themselves across multiple things. I think, hey, come on, have one thing that you focus on. One thing is your passion, and still, that's enough, isn't it?
Oh, it absolutely is.
How could you handle more?
I mean, I will say though, we did have a period of time where they were trying different things, of course, finding their interest and what they liked.
And that's okay.
But
And
this is
then
what they've chosen
settle on one.
to really go into.
And I think it's important they know that it's time to settle on one.
Yeah. So she has a recital at 1 and a recital at 5 on Sunday, and we've got more family coming down for that.
With the
Holy
family
cow.
thing coming down, I would probably hide until they went away. Just I don't think they're here.
Morning, Christine. Yeah, Lainey Wilson did great. She won big at the ACMs.
There's a new pope.
Thank you, guys. I'll tell him you said that.
For the first time ever in history, the pope is American.
Mm-hmm. From Chicago.
Yeah, former American. He spent most of his life in South America, actually.
Morning, Mo. Melissa says her granddaughter plays soccer and she loves it. The boy is so into it. Like, it is his thing completely. I mean, he'll talk players with you and teams, and he's got books and all sorts of soccer stuff.
Lauren's freshman year, she tried everything. She played basketball. She did track. She did soccer. She was not good at any of it. Wasn't until she found show choir that she found her wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
It was so sad watching her. She would just run around mostly. It was just a lot of running. She never did any interacting with any kind of balls or anything. It was just running. A lot of
Thank you,
running.
Melissa. Oh, are you talking about the Christy, the Leanne Rhymes and Reba? That one? Got 1 minute.
We are only 8,000 follows away from 50,000, guys. Actually, it's closer to 7,000, isn't it now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unbelievable. We
Lainey, Reba, and Miranda.
just hit 30,000 at the beginning of the year.
It is just.
And we are going to break
spiked.
the 50,000. Yeah.
Here we go. 8 seconds. 5.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 710.
Beautiful today. Sunshine 73. It's 52 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weekend's forecast in just 15 minutes. And we've got your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound in just 10 minutes.
All you got to do is be caller number 5 at 720. Tell us what the secret sound is, and the cash jackpot is yours.
Here's the band Perry
Better Dig 2.
on KIX 102.5. Candy Jan.
Again.
She's here to get her book.
Wow. Thank you.
Nice.
Guys.
She got flowers from
that's
Candy
it's all
Jan.
on you. The whole camera's on you. Thank you so much. That was so kind of you. Yes.
Yes, we did. We
the
read
whole
it.
thing.
Candy
Oh,
Jan brought her flowers. So nice. She's such a sweetheart.
Just like the wedding. There's some yellow in there, though. I like these green ones. They're different. I have no idea.
They're poison
I
oak.
tell you.
They're not poison oak. Poison oak's a pretty flower.
Is it though?
I think.
My brother worked for Chick-fil-A for a long time. He was a manager there and thought it was
Well, happy Mother's Day. Nice. Not yet. Not yet. Still working on it. They're supposed to. He's been waiting actually because of he's been building his guitar kind of as a prototype before he would do something on mine. He would do it on his first, and he discovered a major flaw in the design. It actually the wood came apart on his when he tried to put the jack on the input jack. So we had to go back and make a thicker body, the back piece, and that has slowed the process down a lot. So, but he's supposed to get a lot done on it this week. So hopefully have some pictures.
what's his account on Facebook?
If you go look up Black Hornet Guitars on Facebook, you can see the one that he has done, and it looks very similar to what mine's going to look like.
It's really pretty cool.
Yeah, look.
We were going down the rabbit hole with it the other day. Aw, they're all saying good morning, Candy Jan.
So that is his. Mine's not that color and everything, but it's this style of guitar, and that's what it'll look like. 17. Right before I turned 18, I had a buddy showed me chords, and then I started teaching myself, and within the next year, I was on the road.
Yeah, you did piano first.
Yeah, well, I already had a degree in music, and I studied classical piano for a long, long time, from the age 4, and then ended up teaching college out in Los Angeles for a while I was taking advanced guitar technique. I did some studies out there while I was in Los Angeles. It's a trial constantly, but I enjoy it.
All right, you guys have a good weekend.
See you later.
You too. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's typical.
He's like, you know what to do.
You're part of the staff here now.
Morning, Kathy. She is so sweet. Did you guys see the colors on it? Did you see the colors?
There's colors on it.
What
there
is
are
the green?
Colors. That's a color.
Thank you. That's helpful.
Those are some sort of daisy.
Can you guys see? There you go.
You could do a Google image search, and it would tell you what they are. Okay, here's a meme. I got a license, but I don't, and it has H and an avocado.
Avocado. Avocado. That is pretty good.
Merg.
Oh, gosh. You okay?
I don't know.
Something's trying to come out of you, I think. Man, lucky us. We got to see Candy Jane twice in 1 week. Christine says, I can smell this from here. They smell great. I got to figure out where to put them. I don't want them to get smushed.
You know, this is a fact that you will eat 28 spiders during your lifetime while you sleep. This is a fact.
I thought that was debunked.
No, it's a fact. In fact, it's always going to be 28. Nothing will ever change this. If you only eat 3 of them by the time you die, then 25 of them will show up at once and crawl inside you.
No.
It's a rule. You must eat 28 spiders by the time you die.
Yuck. They're so pretty.
Someone had one of those night or infrared cameras, nighttime cameras, showing, and you can see the spiders crawling across their bed at various times. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We've got your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound right after Lee Bryce.
On KIX 102.5.
I don't want to know how many spiders and bugs or whatever crawl across me while I'm sleeping. I don't even want to think about it.
Social ignorance.
I will be blissfully ignorant to that one.
Morning, Lisa. The bugs crawl
Morning,
in.
Lisa.
The bugs crawl out of your stomach and
Thank
out of your mouth.
you.
Shut up, Jimmy. That's obscene.
The bugs crawl in, the bugs crawl out of your stomach and out of your... No! What was that?
What the heck?
Did
Tom
you guys
just
see that in the window
by on
behind
a
me?
chair.
Woo! I don't know what that was.
Why do I have 2? Oh, one's pre-sell
Morning, Cal Capone.
and one's
Cal Capone. I got the most beautiful tulips for my secret pal yesterday. They will live forever because they're made from pipe cleaners. Oh, that's cool. The
That's smart.
boy made me a tulip out of pipe cleaners. That was very cute.
Lauren got Gina for her birthday some flowers very similar to that. Not quite as big a bloom as those are, but a whole thing full of them last week.
They're very pretty. They're called the Splashy Craze Bouquet.
Sounds like something that would happen at the pool.
All right, I'm going to eat one of these. So how old are these peeps?
Before Easter. I had them, I think, the week before Easter, and I'd opened them at that point, but just left them sitting in the cabinet.
Why are his eyes on the back of his head?
So he can see behind him. They've been sitting out all that time, so they're hard as a rock.
Which is the best way to eat peeps. Oh, that sounds super pretty, Melissa. 25 seconds. Okay, Sorara. Ready?
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with a high near 73. It's 52 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at 4 states' weather in just 5 minutes. Tell you what it's going to be like over the weekend.
But let's see if we can give away some cash with the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
We've got $377.50 in the jackpot that could be yours.
If you can be caller number 5 at 417-623-1025.
And tell us, what is this sound?
What was that?
623-1025. Be caller number 5 and tell us and win all the cash.
From the 4 states, #1 for cash.
Ka-ching. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 1, keep trying.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller number 2, keep trying.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller number 3, keep trying.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller number 4, hurry up and go right back.
Hi there, Morning KIX. Who is this? Amanda, where are you from? Amanda from Southwest City.
You are calling number 5.
All right, Amanda. It's your chance to win the cash, $377.50.
If you can tell us what is this sound.
We think it's dropping.
She says dropping a coin in a can.
For $377.50, that is not it.
But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, Amanda, making it $402.50.
And give you another chance to get someone at 420 with Brett. Thank you. Have a great day. Oh, Christine. Caller number 3 and 6. She says, ring, 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 ring. Morning, Brendan. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. One minute. Mm-hmm.
Is that? Boy, that is loud.
Why is it so loud? Morning, Kitty. You're good. 30 seconds still.
Oh, my gosh. Ugh.
All right, 15 seconds.
Ah!
10.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for cash.
Looking for caller number 5 to get some Win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound.
Amanda from Southwest City.
You are caller number 5.
All right, Amanda. It's your chance to win the cash, $377.50.
If you can tell us what is this sound.
We think it's dropping a coin in a can.
She says dropping a coin in a can.
For $377.50, that is not it.
But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, Amanda, making it $402.50.
And give you another chance to get someone at 420 with Brett.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, Kathy. Have a good weekend.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Yeah, we've already had our 5th caller that made their guess, but they were incorrect. So that means it's still up for grabs this afternoon at 420 with Brett.
All righty, well, I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Good
Hello,
morning.
Christine. Oh, so sad, Christine. So sad.
You were close. We did.
Yeah, we did. We heard you. You were a little upset.
I mean,
Yeah. But you got to admit that this week has been a lot more dialed in. I mean, you got in twice in the last week, and you were like number 3 this time. So that's still in the ballpark.
You're still doing really good.
Yeah. You have, well, but you have fine-tuned your dialing technique. Everybody can see that. It has worked. You are proof that you can learn the call-in method to be caller number 5.
Good job, Christine.
She could actually charge money, make
That's
money.
the way to
Learn
do
how to
it.
be
That's
caller
smart.
number 5 for radio contests.
Mhm.
We've got another chance for you to call in and win in 30 minutes with... No, in 30 minutes at 7:50 with the Morning Kicks Challenge. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Gambino's Pizza up for grabs.
I mean, some hedonists call it the challenge, but we call it the challenge. I doubt that.
You could be a little less hard at work.
Well, I doubt it. Whatever. Oh, you do?
Really?
Okay, tell us what it is.
Wait, what? Say it one more time.
Well, okay then.
Okay.
Yeah, not a thing. We give nothing. All righty. Have good luck. Have much luck and take with you. Bye. Why can I not find information on the Alabama concert?
It does exist, right?
Yeah, but why can I not find?
Is it not on their website?
No, it's not that. They sent me.
Morning, Jason.
I keep all the emails.
Morning, Christy. Can't find it?
Mm-mm.
Weird.
Like I have everything for Hank Williams Jr. and all of that.
You're very meticulous about deleting your emails, though.
Well, but I put them into a folder. I have a folder for concerts and promotions. Everything goes into that.
Mm-hmm.
I have everything on the Hank Williams Jr. show and nothing, absolutely nothing on Alabama.
Do you have everything
wait,
for this
there
break?
it is. Just found it. Well, there are no graphics sent with that. Yay.
Do you have everything ready for Jen's movie rehab?
Graphics. There it is. Found it. Is there no way to see these better?
Bitter better?
Okay. Which one do we want? 800 by 19, 1200 by 1200, 1080. I think 800 by 419 is the closest we can get. 1600 by 900.
Sure.
Well, we've got to put KIX somewhere on these, so that might.
So maybe go bigger?
Actually, they've left room to put us right across the top.
Well, there we go.
So we've got Thomas Rhett all next week. The KIX Summer Ticket Shootout starts Monday, and then Alabama the next week. And the reason Alabama is such a big deal, it's going to be their final concert performances ever. So this is it. And they have Pat Green with them, so that's going to be an amazing show. And we have to do air checks that week and screenshots and all that good garbage. I got to remember that. Come on, whiskey drink.
Come on, whiskey drink.
I do not like by 720 by 400, right?
720 by 400.
That's the size.
720 by 400.
It's not 700 by 420.
Why do you do this? It is 720 by 400. 720 by 400. Bye, Sorora. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day.
Bar at the top of the graphic. Why? That's got to go away. Okay, and now we put the KIX narrow wide logo across the top and be done with it. Done with it.
Done with it.
With it.
With it.
Done with the sickness. Are you done with the sickness?
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's 720 by 400, Jen.
No, yes, it is 720 by 400.
Dang it.
What do you mean, dang it?
Well, that's not what we did.
I just said 720 by 400.
No, you said 700 by 420.
No, you said don't eat. Stop it. Please.
Don't eat what?
Good gracious.
Does this look okay? You got a second? Would it be better to move it up and put KIX on the bottom? It would. I hate that white bar thing. Betterer? Alrighty. And this will be what day? What day? What day is that? What day?
What day is the show or the giveaway?
The giveaway.
The giveaway starts the 19th.
Okay, thank you.
All right, 12 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
We'll find out what I'm watching for Jen's movie Rehab right after Sam Hunt.
On KIX 102.5. So, I got a new thing to show you on the phone.
Yes, Melissa. Yes, he is.
I am not. So,
Wow, that's so great. I love it.
here. I want you to look at the thing.
He's going to hypnotize me. Look right here. Don't look away. No. What's supposed to move? Mary, Mary, quite
Works better
contrary.
on the lock screen.
Oh, the stars are going. I
Watch
see it now.
So it's a 3D background. I built this. And then there are stars winking on in the front.
Yeah. I saw the stars twinkling.
3D movement.
I didn't see the 3D movement. All I could see was the stars
Here.
twinkling.
I don't have the axis turn set right. I just did it.
Of course it did, because you're looking at it.
See the move?
Where am I supposed to look at for the movement?
On some of the stars.
Well, I see the stars. Yeah, I see the stars twinkling on.
No, not just twinkling on. There's background stars that move when you move it. So it's 3D. Perfect. And it's not moving great. Well, there is this.
The phone's ringing.
Hi there, Morning KIX. Yeah, what's her name? I mean, what's your name? Yeah, what's your name? Haley Robertson.
Oh my gosh. Yes, Haley, you were our big winner for our Mother's Day sweepstakes.
You hadn't heard that yet? Did you get an email? I didn't.
Yes, you did. You got it too.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. So you won the big Van Beesler's Mother's Day hoot nanny that we had. Haley Robertson, right?
Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah. You were the winner. So that's like $1,000. What was the value on that?
Like 1,064. So it's huge.
It includes a makeover, spa day treatment. You get a planter, all sorts of good stuff.
Hey,
and
hold on. Haley, can you hang tight? We have to go on air real fast.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 736.
Beautiful today with sunshine, high near 73. It is 52 in Joplin.
We need to congratulate our Mother's Day winner. So after nearly 2,000 entries, Haley Robertson is our winner of the Mother's Day giveaway.
Haley.
So congratulations. She's on the phone with us because she called in and said, somebody said they heard my name on the radio. Haley, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Congratulations. This is quite a prize package, and they'll give you more details on it when you call in and come in to get your prize, okay? All right, so we'll get back with her in just a moment. We're going to put her on hold there to get her all the information she needs. But right now, because it is Friday, it is time once again for another assignment for... And this is where we assign Jen a movie to watch over the weekend because before she had come to KIX,
I had seen very few, if any, movies before, so someone would make some kind of a movie reference, and I would just have absolutely no idea what they were talking about.
No clue. She was clueless. She had absolutely no clue. It was like a blank stare. She's staring off out into space with drool on her chin because she had no clue. There was no clue to be had by Jen.
So every Friday, Randy assigns me a movie to watch. I watch it over the weekend, and then I come back on Monday, and I rank it 1 to 10, and I let you know what I thought about it.
So for the past year or so, we've been assigning her Mother's Day movies on Mother's Day weekends. Last year, we did Psycho.
Right.
The year before that, we did Friday the 13th.
Which I don't know if those are real.
Both traditional
Mother's
Day stories about close relationships with mothers and all that thing. So we thought we would do another one this year.
Is it going to be actually like a heartwarming story, or are we going scary again?
No, it's a wonderful, wonderful story called Mommy Dearest.
Okay.
It's a 1981 American biographical psychological drama film directed by Frank Perry, starring Faye Dunaway and Diana Scarwood. And it's adapted from Christine Crawford's 1978 autobiography of the same name. So the film follows her and her brother Christopher's upbringing under their adoptive mother, actress Joan Crawford, depicting her as an abusive, controlling, and manipulative, prioritizing her Hollywood career over her family.
Oh.
So it was released in 1981, and it garnered a reputation for its highly charged performances and melodramatic style, leading Paramount to kind of retool their marketing campaign. They presented the film as an unintentional comedy, despite the dark subject matter. Yeah, the whole hanger bit.
Okay.
No wire hangers. You'll know what we're talking about after you've seen the movie.
Right.
So it underperformed at the box office, though, and Crawford's family condemned the film for portraying Joan as more abusive than Christina had even alleged in her original book.
Wow.
With some family members disputing whether abuse occurred at all. It's considered one of the worst movies ever made.
What?
It was nominated for 9 Razzies at the second Golden Raspberry Awards and won 5, including Worst Picture and Worst Actress for Faye Dunaway.
Okay.
So you're going to love this.
That doesn't sound wholesome at all.
Yeah, it's rated R, and you can watch it for free on AMC Plus or Philo, or pay through the nose for it on some of the other sites.
All right, so I'm going to watch Mommy Dearest over the weekend, and then I will come back on Monday. I'll rank it 1 to 10 and let you know what I thought about it.
It's guaranteed to give you all of the Mother's Day feels.
For Jen's Movie Rehab.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Sorry about that, Haley. Hey, we just wanted to congratulate you and tell you she needs to call in and probably talk with Joe. Actually, they're going to call you.
Yeah, Joel's going to call you in a little bit.
He'll call you in a little bit, and he'll give you all the details on what you need to do to claim your prize today. And they do have everything all ready for you, so you'll be able to get it today. Yes.
Yeah, congratulations, Haley.
And thanks for talking with us on air. Later. Yeah, I'm surprised. So there is this thing
Morning,
called
Floyd.
Wonderland that you can do on your phone. and on it you can
Thank you,
build
Megan.
3D desktops, and you can layer photos on top of. So when you move, it moves.
Ooh, that's cool.
So
What is
you
that
could-
creepy head thing, though?
That's a doll. It's the room's being all pitched around.
I don't like that.
So you could put your own picture of, say, you and your significant other on there as separate pictures, different layers, so that when it moves, you both move separately and the background moves separate from that. That's what gives it the 3D. And then you layer some sort of animation effect on
Okay,
top of
I
that.
got it. It looks like Alice in Wonderland.
Super easy to make. There are a lot of them, like, say this. Looks like a video game.
That's cool.
And when you move it, it moves.
Yeah.
I've got to look at the movement settings on this one because I really like that.
My phone will do that to a lesser degree. Like you can move it and it'll shift the background and stuff.
This is a cool idea. You can see how the village moves in the mountains.
Yeah. That's nice.
You can do it with landscapes. That's
Ooh,
what
that's
I
pretty.
want mine to do. So you go to edit, and I can look at the motion effect and see what it's set on. 5710. 7. 57.
57 10 7. 57 10 7.
Back. 57. Oh, it's not the same.
Woo! Woo!
It's hard to get the right motion setting.
Oh!
It's still not moving. Okay, that's right.
Did you fix it? Is it doing it?
No. Hmm. Wow, it's not even offering.
No go?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's working now. Oh my gosh, look.
Mm-hmm.
Just very subtle, but
Mm-hmm. But it's nice.
just that little thing.
No,
Does it
dang.
do it here? No, because I don't have it on here. But another thing you can do with this is like I could go in long press on this image and make the guitar thing a sticker
Mm-hmm.
and set it on top of the same picture and put the sticker moving so it would move separate from the background then.
Oh,
So you could do that with any
cool.
picture, say, of yourselves. Take a picture with a normal background, just long press on the foreground image, and it becomes a separate image then on top of the picture, and then things can move separately to make that 3D effect. That's how
Nice.
Facebook does it. Okay, Morning KIX Challenge is coming up, and we're going to be doing classic country theater.
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 We almost did the gargle. We thought long and hard about it, Megan.
Long and hard. All right. Here's a question.
Here's an answer.
When we do Morning Kicks Extra, for some reason it's not. Oh, it did. It wasn't putting up the graphic for it yesterday. But it's there now.
Oh, that's so cool.
I gotta say, this Morning Kicks challenge, the Classic Country Theater, is a really good one, I think. Which, by the way, the very fact that I have not been nominated for like a Mercury Award or an Emmy or something for the performances of Classic Country Theater is an oversight. I mean,
Or
let's
an
recognize, an Emmy or an Oscar or something.
Why would you get an Oscar? Those are
Okay, an
really big
ACM
movies.
award, ACM award should have been nominated just for. I mean, they could create a category for most awesomeness in a performance ever.
Why have we never?
Cineba,
Why have we not submitted this for any kind of award? NBA.
because
KD.
MBAs are a joke, and
I don't know how we would submit it. What we would submit it for?
just radio on air performance, I would think. Do it as a promotion. It would fit under promotion too, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that they would get it. I really don't think they would get it. Again, the judging process is very, very politically slanted and everything, so it's just a practice in futility. America's cities are sinking.
What?
Had you heard this?
We're
I got-
thinking?
Yes. American cities are sinking. It's called subsidence, and it's caused by the draining of the underlying water table or pumping oil and gas out of the ground. So the problem with subsidence is when the land shifts downward, even just a little bit, the structural integrity of buildings, roads, bridges, and dams can be profoundly impacted. Even just a quarter of an inch can cause massive damage to buildings, because you think about most cracks, they're less than a quarter inch wide, but that's all it takes. So residents say that they will see cracks in walls, foundations, uneven or sloping floors, doors, and windows no longer closing properly, roads warping or buckling. This sounds ridiculous to a lot of people across the United States, not so much to us who live here in the 4 states, because this is a daily reality for a lot of us, where in some towns the whole streets have collapsed and dropped 20 feet down before. They say you can see roads warping, there's tilting fences, utility poles, fire hydrants sticking out more than they once did, human sacrifice, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. Anyway, according to the story, here are some of America's most sinking cities.
Wait, let's go back to the human sacrifice
No,
thing.
let's
Why
not.
are we human
You sound
sacrifice?
like Jimmy now. The fastest sinking city is Houston, with more than 40% of its area dropping more than a fifth of an inch. Some localized spots in Houston are going down as much as 2 inches a year.
Oh, wow. That's
Two
not
other
good.
Texas cities, Fort Worth and Dallas, are not far behind on the sinking scale.
Why is it so much more in Texas?
Weight, heaviness, I don't know. Sinking a little less fast are Chicago, New York, Seattle, San Diego, Denver, San Antonio, Oklahoma City, Indianapolis, Nashville, Charlotte, Detroit, Columbus, and Washington, D.C. However, 3 cities, San Jose, Memphis, and Jacksonville, have green dots indicating uplift. In other words, they're rising.
How does
Which
that
is
happen?
weird from Memphis because they are on a floodplain.
We got 3 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
So beautiful today. Sunshine 73. It is 52 in Joplin.
It's supposed to be 80 by Tuesday.
I can't wait. I've been so just burned out by the rain and the clouds. Bring on the sunshine.
It's time for summer. You know what else it's time for?
What else is it time for?
Time for the Morning KIX Challenge, and you to win a $20 Gambino's Pizza gift card.
All right, so what are we going to do today? We've got the Gargle. We've got
Oh, boy, the
Classic
gargle
Country
really sounds
Theater,
good, doesn't it?
Twisted Tunes. We haven't done the Gargle in a really
so long.
time.
I know, and people love it so much.
We got to do the Gargle.
Well, today we're doing Classic Country Theater.
So this is where we take a song that we all know and love, and Randy's going to recite it in kind of a Shakespearean way, if you will.
Because we've been accused on this show of not having as much class as other radio shows. And so to prove in an effort that country music is just as classy as anything else when presented differently.
Then Randy's going to perform this in a Shakespearean manner, what we call
Thank you. Nice try, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. Well, look who it is. That's all I thought I'd get. How's your mama? How's she been? Girl, it's been too long. Saw your sister at the Circle K. Her baby number 2 is on the way. Hadn't seen her since her wedding day. On my arm. It's good to hear from you again. Girl, what a coincidence. I was just thinking about that weekend out on Cumberland Lake. And that one time in Baton Rouge when we made out in the rain. When we went chasing fallen stars on a hill out at your daddy's farm. Don't be sorry for calling me up right out of the blue. I was just thinking about you. Oh, I was just thinking about you. Yeah. Thank you very much. No, turn your head away. Thank you.
That was so beautiful.
Whatever,
we
yes.
are so classy on Morning Kick.
Yes, we are.
So all you have to do is give us a call at 417-623-1025 and tell us what song Randy was just performing on Classic Country Theater to win that $20 Gambino's Pizza gift card.
623-1025 to win.
From the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Who is this? Alicia, where are you from? Alicia from Goodman, can you identify the song that I was performing on Classic Country Theater? And you must say it in a Shakespearean style when you say it. Oh, let's try again. No. No. It's Morgan Wallen, not Dustin
No, it
Lynch.
is Dustin Lynch. It's Dustin Lynch and Mackenzie Porter.
Is it really?
It is.
I thought it was Morgan Wallen.
Oh.
Okay, let's do that all. She wasn't Shakespearean enough anyway. I want more. I want Thinking About You by Dustin Lynch. Do it again.
Thinking about you by Dustin Lynch.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Congratulations. Good thing you know your country music, isn't it, Alicia?
And for knowing that, you've just won a $20 Gambino's Pizza gift card. Just Celsius of 4 states #1 for country.
Say KIX 102.5. All right, Alicia, we got to get a little more information from you. So we're going to put you on hold here for just a second while I get this ready to go.
All right, hang tight.
Stay right there. Gosh, what happened? Did we get the wrong one?
I thought it was Thinking About Me from Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Which is why I was scrambling to put in Thinking
Well,
About
I
You
was
from
like,
Dustin
she
Lynch and
forgot to put the
Mackenzie
song in.
Porter. Their baby number 2 was on the way. As soon as I heard that line, I was like,
I didn't know it. I wouldn't have known. I thought it was Morgan. As far as I knew, it was Morgan Wallen.
no, that's my mistake. I told him it was something else.
She lied to me.
I did.
You
I'm so
guys
sorry.
witnessed it. She lied to me. She misled me again. The KIX.
The KIX.
It's the, not the. Louder.
45 seconds.
Ready. In spite of all of that,
How many intros do you need?
it is 23 seconds long. We're going to do a little bit at the beginning, so
There's 3 just in case.
that ought to do it. Of course. No, in fact, 2 will do it because we're going to talk over Rise and Grind till she identifies it.
Are you sure?
Well,
Golly
yeah.
gee, I just deleted.
It will make it, it'll take 7. So, yeah, it'll make it 16 seconds.
Okay.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country.
Let's see if anyone can identify which song Randy was just performing on Classic Country Theater.
Alicia from Goodman, can you identify the song that I was performing on Classic Country Theater?
Thinking About You by Dustin Lynch.
Oh, that's
Yeah!
Congratulations. Good thing you know your country music, isn't it, Alicia?
Absolutely.
And for knowing that, you've just won a $20 Gambino's Pizza gift card.
Wonderful.
Just tells who's the 4 states number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
All right. Here's Alicia.
All right, Alicia.
Just quit being a freak over there, okay? Stop it right now.
Stop it.
Stop it.
All right, Alicia, can we get to your first and last name, please? If you'd spell Alicia for me so I can make sure I get it right. Let's see. It looks like we may have you already in our system. Phone number. I think your phone number still ends in 6590. Is that right?
Nope, that's the old number.
Okay. What's your new one? Are you still over on Lark?
Yes.
All right, Alicia, we've got you in the system, so you are free to come pick this up Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and they'll have it ready for you up front.
Perfect. And where are you? You guys are out in Joplin?
Yeah,
Yep.
we're on East 32nd Street, right next to Food for Less.
Okay. Oh my goodness, that's so strange hearing yourself on the radio.
Isn't it? Isn't it? Hey, tell me about it.
It's so crazy.
Well, thank you guys so much. It's awesome.
Hey,
Yeah,
thank you,
congratulations.
Alicia. Have
Enjoy.
a great weekend.
You too. Happy Mother's Day.
Tell
Thank
your mom I
you.
said hi. It's
Okay.
funny. We're done with that.
Morning, CTM. Megan says, you left her in the
Megan,
woods with
I
dog food in her
did
pocket.
not.
Hush it, Randall.
I
Yes,
did
you
not
did.
leave. She could have left at any time.
You left, and I did.
I did not leave
eventually.
her. Well, then you weren't left. You're
Well, you
here
ditched
now.
me there.
If I'd left you, you'd still be there.
You ditched me.
I didn't ditch.
In the woods
There were no ditches.
all night.
There were no ditches in the woods.
Do you know the definition of the word ditch?
Yes,
To
it is
leave.
a cleaved. It is a cleaven
Different
piece of
ditch.
ground on the side of
Cleaven?
either
Who uses the word
either side of the road.
cleaven and is a
Cleaving,
normal
cleavage,
person?
cleaving. You
Holy
cleave, cleavage.
cow. What is this even?
I really don't, Jimmy. I really don't. Oh, Megan's going to let us do gargle next.
Oh, thank
week
you,
because
Megan.
We asked so nicely. Venice has always been sinking. The reason Venice is sinking is because it is not rarely built on land. You guys know how Venice is built? I mean, it's such a weird history. So apparently all these villagers got together and the aristocracy had taken over all the area farmland and they had nowhere else left to build or to grow their own crops and things. So they went out on these marshy islands there in the Gulf there of the ocean next to where Venice is now. And they literally took trees and drove them down into the ground so close together that they were able to pile dirt on top of that and build on top of it. That's what Venice is built on. It's built on tree stalks and stumps that are thousands of years old.
That doesn't sound real secure. And
It's insane. That's how come all the canals going through town and everything. Everything is built
That's
up
a how
on
come.
Yeah. It's built up on top of all of these pylons, these wooden pylons.
Holy cows had nothing to do with it.
Well, they had to have dairy products, Megan. And since it's in Italy, hallelujah. What do you think the Pope drinks? Milk from holy cows.
Oh, that's right.
Holy cow.
That reminds me, I have chocolate milk at home. Heck yes.
Chocolate cow.
That's a good day. Morning, Richard.
So the I've looked up more on our y'all ain't gonna believe this news story.
Mm-hmm.
I looked up veterans on patrol.
I Googled it too. That's funny.
Did you?
Yeah.
They are something else, aren't they?
Well, I didn't really deep dive into it, to be honest with you. I Googled it and I was like, okay, I got stuff to do. So what did you find?
So they are a anti-government militia located in Pima County, Arizona. and they believe all sorts of things. And you watch some of them. I mean, they're winners. The VOP, as the founder Michael Lewis Arthur Meyer, is a nationalist who rallies hard right extremists and conspiracy theorists around the issue of immigration, encourages vigilantism. So they're dangerous.
Right.
And they watch them. In their own words, they say, of course, the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints instruct their members to inject themselves with a bioweapon, creating the aborted fetal matter with the technology to alter the image that God imprinted on us.
What?
$80 million in Pfizer assets provide the satanic leaders incentive. Following the money of all religions these days shows the investment in globalists who are compromised of satanic pedivars, devouring innocent children for sacrificial purposes in their fountain of youth, known better as adrenochrome. There's something about living in the desert, apparently, that makes you go insane.
Adrenochrome?
So they say God sees an overwhelming majority of the Mormon church members as lost sheep following their false prophets. Satan provides this cult plenty of wealth and power, and their members do not question the blasphemy taught by their founder, Joseph Smith, who was a Freemason known for tall tales. There's all sorts of stuff on abortion issues, but they're also, the reason they were brought to our attention today is because they believe that the National Weather Service has armed NEXRAD radar sites to cause tornadoes and cause severe weather and thunderstorms, things like that. So they have put a hit out on NEXRAD sites from their members, or to blow them up, set them on fire, destroy them in any way possible. So we pointed out that this is kind of like saying air freshener spray causes farts, but okay.
See the connection there?
Mm-hmm.
If you check out our Y'all Ain't Gonna Believe This news story, we've got a little snippet of it there.
So they don't like anybody. They don't like Trump. They don't like Biden. They don't like anyone.
Except each other.
They believe that the welfare organization traffics children, just all sorts of stuff.
Sunshine with a high near 73. Mostly clear skies tonight. Lows in the mid 40s. 73 for Saturday. 75 for Sunday. Beautiful sunny skies and mid 70s for Monday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar's not showing anything over the 4 states.
57 in Neosho, 56 in Pittsburgh, 57 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
And since Mother's Day is Sunday, we're wanting to know, what is the most creative parent threat that you've ever heard?
Especially for moms,
Oh.
with of course it being Mother's Day on Sunday.
Moms are artists when it comes to the parent threat.
623-1025 to call or text.
Here's Kenny Chesney.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
I wanted to say Wednesday real bad. I don't know why.
Children are being sold, smuggled, raped, recycled, impregnated, and harvested for organs right before my eyes. Well,
Oh my
why don't you
gosh.
stop them? Why are you watching this?
Yeah.
I am the least worthy to get them. I was shown 3 years ago, but Satan had me looking to prove the truth, capital, to a word who consumes lies. God used Satan's trickery to acquire the means and capabilities of both setting them free and providing for them. What the heck? When China sends fentanyl into America and migrant organs to China, all that matters is rescuing those enduring these evils while the world watches and blames each other.
Jeez Louise.
They are nut jobs. And you think, man, that's crazy. Let me tell you, I have a phone number for one of the deals that I do outside of KIX, that is in Roswell, New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
I get some of the craziest phone calls you have ever heard.
I bet. Roswell's.
You want to hear
seen
some?
I do want to hear some.
I can pull that
I was
up.
just about to say.
I can do that. It'll take me a second to figure out which
I mean, Roswell. They've seen some stuff.
one's Roswell. Well, supposedly.
The people from Roswell are different. I think they have. It does feel like a Tuesday, and I don't know why. I brought you into this world. I can take you out just as easy. That's what Christy said her mom used to say. Yeah, Randy's actually the UFO hotline.
I'm waiting on my code to get into this. I get phone calls, so they can leave me messages on this deal. And answer, topics that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure which one is Salt Lake. I'll have to figure it out.
In Roswell?
That's what I meant, Roswell. This is 870. That's Arkansas. 903. So what I got to do is go look up the area code. That's northeastern Texas. Tyler, Texas. 417. That's Missouri. 870 573. Isn't that Missouri?
573?
I think it is.
It is, yes. Jeff City, Columbia, Rolla.
828. Getting a bunch from South Carolina to all of us, or North Carolina all of a sudden.
Is that 828? Yes.
Yes. Okay. 406.
You're looking for 575.
Is that the only one?
According to Google. 575 is the rest in New Mexico, so either of those. 575 or 505.
520?
No. $520 is Arizona.
Well, that would be close enough. That's
So yeah,
within
maybe,
range.
maybe.
Yeah, that's a 520. Here's a 520. Let's listen. So you did. So the topic was the thing you found out about them after you'd been married a while. That her husband came out as gay, and the one that he had been messing around with was his cousin.
But it wasn't actually his cousin.
What? I thought she said it was his cousin.
Oh, I thought he lied and said it was his cousin, but it was actually his partner.
Oh, maybe.
I knew he was going to say that.
Okay, let's look for more fives. There's a 6. What's 606?
606. I don't know what that is. Megan says we couldn't hear.
Yeah, I was previewing it first because I don't trust him.
That's Kentucky.
Okay. Well, that could be just as weird.
Yeah.
Well, where's the rest of them? It's only showing 21? Where's page 2? It's only showing one page. This is really weird. I don't know why they're not showing more than that. So I don't have any in here apparently right now. I'll just have to watch for them and let you guys hear them when I...
Okay.
Yeah, it's only showing...
Here we go. Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Love this weather. Sunshine 73. It is 57 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast for the weekend in about 15 minutes. But since Mother's Day is this weekend,
We're talking about the most creative parent threat that you've ever heard.
623-1025. You get a mom mad, all of a sudden she becomes a poet.
I mean, she's talking about ripping your head off, and then who knows what's going to happen after that.
She's going to experiment at that point.
623-1025 to call or text.
Or you can tell us on Facebook
It's George Burge.
on the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
So usually a red flag on these is the length. If anything gets longer than a minute, it's usually a sign they've gone off.
Hey, I am
What weird thing do you have in your car right now? I have a spider monkey. We have a rescue here. We're located in Western North Carolina. Spider monkey Coda is who we have with us today. And not every day do you see a spider monkey now. And my name is Hannah Collins, and the number is 8. So we educate a lot about private
Hannah the
ownership
spider
and
monkey
things
is on
That's
TikTok.
so
and they
cool.
want one immediately, but what a lot of people don't know is once you get it, you realize how much work it is and how long they live and such, and they have to go to places like my rescue. So, yeah, if you have any more questions, just give
I
me a
love
call.
how North Carolina people say
thank you.
spider
Bye-bye.
monkey. Spider monkey. Spider monkey. Why is it only doing 21? That is a new thing. That is really, really weird. Can I see? No deleted. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Did Twitch end? I don't know. Why? What happened to it? We're not on it
No,
right now.
I'm watching Twitch right now. It's still there. I think it just buffered for a second.
Buffer. That's to make it shiny, Megan. They got to do all this buffering to the surface. Seems like there's something I need to do tonight.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know. On my calendar, Gina's getting her hair done this evening.
Got my mind on you.
Yeah, so tomorrow I've got stuff committed to do. I got to get up early and go in and do the consult, and then I have a friend who's retiring from being a teacher at Carthage School. Tomorrow's her retirement party, and we have agreed to go show our face at that.
What a nice way to phrase that.
They've got a special thing you pull aside and you go,
Ew.
and then you put it back, just showing your face.
It kicked you off and even said stream ended? Weird. Yeah,
Yes,
she's
what's
back on
going
Twitch.
on?
It's working fine now. I don't know what happened.
Hi there, Morning KIX. What's the most creative parent threat you've ever heard?
let's see. I'm going to preface this by saying that my balcony was not that far from the ground,
Okay,
and my kids were big enough that they could have landed on their feet.
I'm nervous now, Melissa.
Okay, but when I worked night shift and they would come up and wake me up over stupid crap every couple minutes, I told them all that if they woke me up one more time, I'll be throwing them off the balcony.
I mean, sometimes that's what you got to do. Just get rid of the whole kid.
Yeah, just get nice, Jen. That's I love to hear her making recommendations. Is there
Stop.
something you want to talk about?
No.
It's better to vent your frustrations here than on
No,
your
it was
children,
just-
Jen.
I don't want
I think she's just being a mom. That's all she's doing right there.
Mhm.
Get rid of the whole kid.
It's an internet thing. It's a joke. It's
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Get rid of the
How
whole
to
man.
abuse your
It's
children. but
okay.
It's an internet thing. There's a whole group. They come up with
I
new
didn't
ways
mean it
to
like
really,
that.
really make them suffer.
As soon as I said it, I immediately was like,
I'll
nope, let's walk that back. That's
I'll
bad.
take away your oxygen,
Oh
kid.
my God. Don't save that call.
No, I am.
Don't
Damn it,
save
I
that
love
call.
that line. Thanks, Melissa. Listen to this.
Don't.
It's better to vent than on your children. Making recommendations. Nice, Jen.
Just get rid of the whole kid.
Yeah, just get. Nice, Jen. And I'm like all on board with
Get
it.
rid of the whole kid. Just chuck them outside. Rid of the whole. I mean, sometimes that's what you got to do. Just get rid of the whole kid.
And bury them where no one can ever
No.
find them again, you mean?
No, just chuck them outside.
Chuck them? Who is this? Chuck them.
You're chucking them out the
None chuck them
balcony
outside.
or whatever she
boom,
said.
boom, 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 boom.
Okay. Morning, Harry. Yeah. Yeah. I am so serious. Oh, man. That was great. That was nice. Glad that happened. KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. Here's Dylan Scott on KIX 102.5. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 ba. Too many things happen when you run naked backwards through a cornfield. I can only imagine. Running naked back. What is this? Who's underdog? No, this is. Jill said they're asking questions to really vet us.
Who's doing what?
Go look at your email.
Asking questions to vet us? Oh, it's one of these endorsement things. I don't know that I want to respond even. I just really you know what my look down at your Google pre-loaded answers responses are? Mine says an hour.
So does mine. Mine says an hour.
I have no idea. Yesterday. All of those.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Bye, Jimmy. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. Enjoy your weekend.
I don't like answering because my answer is 20 years. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Some serious injuries to the backside. What, prison?
Running naked backwards through a cornfield.
Yeah. You know, I think many of you are aware that I have a mental condition known as hypoglomophobia.
That's not a thing.
It is.
Hypoglomophobia?
Yes.
No.
It is the fear of waking up in the middle of the night, completely naked and backing into a grease doorknob.
That is not a real thing.
That is a real fear of mine. I am terrified that might happen someday.
Why? Why? How does a fear like that even manifest?
You're not afraid of that? Oh, it actually sounds like a good time to her. KIX 102.5, the four states, number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine 73 today. It is 57 in Joplin.
And we're talking, because Mother's Day is this weekend, we're talking about parent threats.
What's the most creative parent threat that you've ever heard?
Because moms Let me tell you, there is no more colorful use of the English language than when
Okay. What kind of language was that?
England language. Then when moms get angry and are at, when they say, I have just about had it up to here. They're not kidding.
623-1025 to call or text.
What is yours? What's the most creative parent threat you've ever heard?
I have two. I have one my grandma used to say, which was a funny one.
Okay.
She'd say, if you kids don't quit fighting, I'm going to tie your tails together and throw you over the clothesline. And then my mom, now this was scary, and when you got whacked with that willow switch, you thought she really meant it. I'm going to cut the blood out of your legs.
I'd probably believe her. She's hitting me with a switch.
Yeah.
Do a sting, but boy, you think they're cutting the blood out of you.
You will dance a new dance with a switch across the back of your legs.
What is the most creative parent threat you've ever heard?
Actually, it was a grandma.
Oh.
Yeah.
As everybody may or may not know, grandmas all secretly belong to witches' coven.
Yeah.
Randy, what did your grandma threaten you with?
Hers was to jump down our throat and gallop our guts out.
How? What?
See?
How
I told
even?
you. Who else but a witch could do that?
That's what she used to tell all of us kids.
And what do you do with a witch?
Burn them!
That's right. So what's the most creative parent threat you've ever heard?
It was always said, I'm going to beat you till candy comes out.
What?
Who knew that we were all just pinatas?
But what's sad is I say it to my kids now.
Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ole!
What is the most creative parent that you've ever heard?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country. Is that a promo?
We can listen to it. The 2820.
We need some new ones.
Oh my gosh, Randy, who hurt you?
What? What do you mean, my grandma?
All right, I'm going to go pee now.
Some of these are just crazy. And there's way more than we could ever use. I mean, we got like 30.
All right.
Right across the ankles. Oh no, it's the back of the thigh. Peach tree limbs. Sting so bad that the only noise you can make is, you know. Okay, so I think this is the new Star Wars episode. This is the way to put it. Eastern Star Wars, Episode 4, A New Pope. The new pope is Leo DiCaprio. So I don't know if you understood or not how that whole process worked with the new pope. White smoke came out of the chimney signaling there was a new pope, and then blue smoke came out announcing that the gender was male. Pope Leo DiCaprio the 14th. Leo DiCaprionardo. That's it. He spent much of his career as a missionary in South America, served as bishop in Peru. Paddington. He also most recently led a powerful Vatican office for bishop appointments, so he knows the secrets. One Vatican analyst said he's seen as somebody who is calm and balanced, who is even-handed, and who is very clear on what he thinks needs to be done, but he's not overly forceful in trying to make that happen. Sounds like he ought to have called himself post-passive-aggressive the first. That was the quickest election, one of the quickest ones they've ever had. Hi there, Morning KIX. Yep, me too. Why can't we elect a president like that? 2 days and done? None of this 3-year campaign garbage? You know, his name was Robert, so they could call him Bob. Bob Pope. Bob Hope. It's Bob Hope, everybody. Make sure there's room for 2 on the door. Yeah. I swear, holy cows, if I ever touch an nasty doorknobs. Yeah, right. You gotta, it's a real mental condition. It's one I suffer from daily. That's why I always walk sideways when coming into a new kitchen. So they have announced the Video Game Hall of Fame inductees. This just happened the other night. Each year they recognize arcade, console, computer, handheld, and mobile games that have had staying power and influenced the video game industry or pop culture. So, hold on. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Yeah, did you get my text message?
I think we did.
All that I said was I was watching I went out to eat last night for supper, but I hurried as fast as I could to watch the awards show last night.
I thought you would be on the award shows, Jason. How come you weren't there?
Because my wrist been really sore, but I wrote to Megan Maloney, and she took care of it.
She took care of what? Who'd she take care of?
She took care of the red carpet.
Oh, she did all that without needing you to be there to help her?
Yeah, because if I was there, then my wrist would be really sore. So, but she took care of it. She walked solo. So she said that she's looking for a boyfriend, but she hasn't found a boyfriend yet. But they asked her a question.
Let me ask you.
She said, "Are you looking for a boyfriend?"
Yeah. Why are you playing so hard to get, Jason? Why don't you just finally acquiesce to her advances? She's been. She has been chasing you.
On September 16th, and I was saying, I'll be if you don't find a boyfriend by 2026, look me up, and I'll be your boyfriend, and I'll walk on it next year.
Yeah, you'll gutter it a little bit. You're gonna do trash it a little bit. You know, you're gonna drop your level of acceptability for her, right?
And I said that Lainey Wilson she didn't win last night, but Lainey Wilson won the female vocalist of the year, the song of the year, and then Cardi Johnson won.
I'm surprised you've not been interested in Lainey Wilson. I'm surprised.
And everybody else won except for her. She didn't win, but she got nominated, but she didn't win.
I'm surprised you've not made advances towards Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson she's got a man.
Oh well.
Yeah, Lainey Wilson won like 2 or 3 times, so she beat Megan Maloney.
Beat her. I mean, gave her a real smackdown, didn't she?
Yeah, but she can play. You can play her. She'd be happy if I request. She got really upset that she didn't win.
Yeah.
But it'll make her happy if I request her song.
Yeah, she was fighting mad, wasn't she? She was threatening to beat up those truck drivers.
Yeah, she's still in Texas, but she's coming to Grand Prairie, Texas. She has a concert Saturday night in Grand Prairie, Texas.
Grand Prairie, Texas.
No, that's Mother's Day weekend. That's Saturday night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, big Mother's Day plans?
Well, she could be.
I saw Blake Shelton and all the country singers, even Dasha came and raved at people, and I saw Molly Pierce.
She
was sitting next to Jelly Roll, and I said, "Does Jelly Roll have his kid
kids, cinnamon roll and cinnamon roll. And,
Cinnamon roll.
chocolate roll.
Yeah, and cream-filled Long John.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordan. Hey, we gotta let you go. We gotta talk on the air, buddy.
All right, have a
Bye,
great
Jason.
weekend. Bye. Good. Gosh, help me, Rhonda. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
In honor of Mother's Day on Sunday, we're talking about the craziest, the best parent threat you've ever heard.
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Here's Luke Combs.
On KIX 102.5.
Loving on you. Gosh. It's like brain cells. just
Can
break down.
you please move the mouse? I think I did the math wrong. No, not that mouse. 3340. Do you want me to put another song in?
Yeah, you could. Hold the phone, Rhonda. Rhonda! Eva's on. The reason it had that weird swirly sound is because we were feeding it back in on itself so you guys could hear it better. And it makes that weird noise when it's like that. It's the only way for us to resend it. I don't know what Melissa meant. She said, person blue speaking, microphone, face turquoise covering, eyes blues, body blue, raised arms. I feel the same way, Melissa.
You just get me.
So we were starting to talk when we were interrupted by Jason, and that whole toilet flush happened, about the Video Game Hall of Fame inductees for this year. So Defender. That's the 1981 arcade game that raised the bar on difficulty. I remember playing Defender. Was
it difficult?
Could not win it.
Did you have to defend something?
Yeah, so to speak. Tamagotchi.
Ooh,
the digital
Tamagotchi.
pets that bridge toys and video games, supposedly.
Those were so fun.
Yeah, whatever.
I loved those.
GoldenEye 007, whose 4-person mode influenced multiplayer games that followed.
Meh.
Quake, that debuted in 96 with a 3D engine, became the new standard for the industry. I remember first playing Quake and being like, this is so real. It wasn't. The nominees that did not make it into the hall this year were Age of Empires, Angry Birds, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, Frogger, Golden Tee, Harvest Moon, Mattel Football, and NBA 2K. Frogger didn't make it in.
I know. That was the one that stuck out to me.
So
Frogger's
iconic.
classic. That is wild.
Great. A reason for Angry Birds to get even more angry.
I also really like Angry Birds. The game and the movie. I thought the movie was hysterical.
The winner gets a trophy and a roll of quarters. It's cute they got their 4 new members to the little Hall of Fame, while Minecraft closes in on $1 billion at the box office. You know what the award is? It's a little trophy of a guy sitting alone in his mother's basement. Kind of cool. This is what Defender sounded like. If you guys remember it? I can see it. I can see the spacecraft. I mean, it's... Oh, that's going over the air.
Was it really?
So someone really thinks their car is freaking out.
They're like, what?
Especially that beginning. So this just went over the air. This right here.
That bit sounds like it's about to go to the what's the pump it louder song.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And these sounds some of you will recognize. It's the Tamagotchi. They all made those sounds.
Wow.
In other words, it's starving and is getting ready to die of thirst.
Mm-hmm. That was like 25, 30 years ago.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a long time.
So Reddit has a new topic that's kind of interesting. It's called, I can't believe they haven't invented this yet.
Okay.
I think it's really good. What is it that you cannot believe that has not been invented yet?
Okay, like
Such a need for it. Like a button on the TV to find the remote. common sense things, right?
Yeah.
So here's some of the ones that they had on the list. A tick-killing pill for humans, just like a dog pill, but for humans that would kill ticks that, got on them.
No Lyme disease for you.
This person says, I can't believe it's 2025 and printers are still just as crappy as ever.
Yeah.
They are. Printers, the whole printer
It's
experience is
clunky and just
stupid.
cumbersome.
It's difficult. It's engineered.
Mm-hmm.
Not meant for humans to use. Wholly biodegradable conveyance for perishable items. For example, if a dozen strawberries are going to go bad in 5 days, why are they sold in a container that will remain on Earth for 500 years?
Okay,
Right.
I can get on board with that.
You're busy. I'd like to be able to refill my items like dish detergent, laundry, shampoos. These items come in big plastic containers. Imagine how many go into whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, those are from the same
I'm on
person.
board with that one.
Auto mute for commercials.
Okay, hold on.
That would be genius.
Wait a second. Only for the TV, not the radio.
Yeah, good point.
Just the TV.
How about a perfectly sunlight readable phone screen, which
Yeah.
supposedly iPhones have, but
I can actually, yeah, that's true. It works.
a microwave that makes things cold fast instead of hot.
Isn't there a blast chiller? Isn't that like a thing? Or they use them all the time on the cooking shows. Go put it in a blast chiller.
Red lights on empty intersections.
Ugh, that
Where
drives
the
me
heck
nuts.
are AI traffic lights? They ought to be green all directions until a car starts coming.
Yeah.
Resealable cereal bags.
Yes. Why is that not a thing yet?
It is, but only on the cheap ones that come from foreign.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No.
Better containers for bacon. That's a stupid thing. You rip it open and then it's open.
Yeah.
A butter dish that keeps the butter at the right temperature to be spreadable and soft, but not hot enough to start melting. Quiet range hood fans. Oh my gosh, you turn that on, everybody knows. A breathalyzer on phones that will prevent you from drunk texting.
Not a bad idea.
A working McDonald's ice cream machine.
Oh, that's never going to happen.
That's not really ice cream.
All right, here we go. 7 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:37.
Sunshine, low 70s today. It is 57 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning KIX Takeover, Friday edition, starting in just 15 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and vote for the songs that you want us to play back for you.
But since Mother's Day is this Sunday, we're talking about the most creative parent threat that you've ever heard.
Especially if it came from mom.
Yeah, they get so violent with their language.
We just, we got a lot of feelings. We get creative in our words.
Just got to get rid of all the kids, right? Isn't that what you're saying?
Nope. 623-1025 to call or text.
What's your most creative parent threat you've ever heard?
Don't make me zip tie your head to your butt.
What? I don't even know. How do you even...
Can you do that?
I had an image in my head not to cross him again.
It's like some sort of Faustian random, modern
Something,
art.
Yeah. What is the craziest parent threat you've ever heard?
I don't know if you can put it on the radio, but my dad used to tell us he was going to rip our head off and shit down our neck.
Oh, my gosh!
Do you understand? He's going to use you as a...
What?
You
What
should have
parent?
told him, Dad, we have a flushable toilet. You don't have to do that.
What parent says this?
My mother's was always she was going to shove her shoe so far up our butt that we were going to choke on it.
Oh, my gosh!
You need a hug, honey. Poor thing.
What's the most creative parent threat you've ever
I
heard?
wonder if she sounds so emotionless.
Seriously.
My mom used to say, I'm going to rip your hair right out of your head.
Oh,
and
my
don't make
gosh.
me take off that flip-flop.
Yeah, I'll beat you with my shoes.
Yep.
And if you run from me, I will boomerang that sucker at
And
you.
it's going to land every single time.
What is the most creative parent threat you've ever heard of?
Well, it was my grandmother, and she was going to rip her arms off and beat us with the bloody ends.
Good gosh! I mean,
What sort of Frankenstein's monster?
Yeah.
She never did it. We were too scared to see.
Holy
Oh,
cow!
man.
Yeah, my grandmother's a psychopath. She don't
What?
stand too close to her. She will tear your appendages from you.
What is the most crazy parent thread that you've ever heard of?
They said it to my sister. My parents have the dogs that, you cut their tails off because that's what their breed standard is. And she put salt in my dad's coffee, and he told her if she ever did it again, she'd wake up with a puppy dog tail in her mouth.
What? Ew.
What the heck?
Yeah, but she never put salt in his coffee.
Sounds like something the mafia would threaten with.
We don't know if he'd actually have done it, but knowing my dad, he might have. So we weren't going to test it. We said, okay, you win.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't test that against them.
There's some things you just don't really want to see if they're going to actually do it.
But, can we just address for the moment, you did put salt in his coffee, okay?
Okay, some coffees are actually better with a little bit of salt.
Not.
Like, that's
no,
a whole
they are not.
thing.
No, they are
That is
not.
a subculture of coffee drinking.
Wrong. It's a lie. It's a infiltration from the evil communist government trying to take over.
We're talking about the craziest parent threat you've ever heard.
623-1025 to tell us what yours is.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
I got so focused on that being at the front of the spot break that I totally, and I have.
Are you okay?
I'm
good?
Not really.
We're going to do it?
You know who that is?
We're busy.
We're busy. Sorry.
We can't right now.
It's about your cinnamon roll, jelly roll.
That was funny.
Well.
That was funny.
Well.
Jelly roll and crescent roll. Cinnamon roll.
It's just the flat way he delivered it that was funny. A merger for all streaming platforms without all the fees, right?
If only.
They do have smell-o-vision. Actually,
They do?
Megan, they do. It is a thing.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Okay, where is it?
There is, it was a prototype. It was released actually 2 years ago at the Las Vegas, what's that big tech festival fair thing?
Yeah.
They showed smell-o-vision where it would produce certain scents. You had to load it, and it would produce them during
that's no fun.
certain. Thank you. Let's do that at 9:20.
Let's just bully Joey and make him do it.
He's not going to be in time for us to do that. That's what he did this week.
I thought that was part of his job.
They're supposed to actually, every third week, he's supposed to let us do it so that it does it in a different time. Like anybody checks or cares or any of that garbage. It justifies their reality, their existence.
Megan says, makes it a pumpkin roll with nuts. That sounds really good.
I forgot to use this earlier this morning, that whole Doppler story about the guy, conspiracy theorists.
Mm-hmm.
First, there was weather radar, then Doppler weather radar, double Doppler, and super double Doppler. But only one local weather center brings you the ultimate in forecasting technology. Introducing Hyperlaser Photon Quad Doppler Max Ultra. Pinpoint forecasting accuracy so precise, it can actually predict the weather for a single intersection.
At 10th and Market Streets, rain will continue, and there'll be a traffic accident now.
And only Hyperlaser Photon Quad Doppler Max Ultra uses satellite technology so sensitive it can register weather information inside your own home.
Hello?
Stanley Feenman?
Yeah?
It's currently 71 degrees in your living room with humidity at 54%.
Really?
And your hard-boiled eggs are done.
Thank you.
It's the next generation in weather technology. Hyperlaser Photon Quad Doppler Max Ultra. Tune in tonight. We'll know if you don't.
Is this mine? Yeah. You're going to eat it. Thank you. Crunchy cotton candy.
Scabby cotton.
That's not allowed.
Oh, for a single intersection. That's right. And even predict the accident's going to happen there. Mamas get free admission to the safari this Saturday. Wouldn't it be cool if a whole family went down there and they had to stay in the car while Mom went out to the safari by herself and wandered around alone?
Yeah.
Moms would like it, I'm sure.
Well, I wish we didn't have such a busy weekend. Otherwise, I would love to go to the safari. Are you going to go, Megan?
I'll take my wife down and say, there you go. Go on in. I'll wait for you out here.
Go love on the baby wallabies.
Kanye West has released a new song called Heil Hitler.
Why? I don't know why we keep giving this guy attention.
I don't either. Did you hear about the execution that happened in South Carolina?
No.
So this happened last month, but it didn't get a lot of media coverage for some reason. It was botched, and it was by firing squad.
How do you botch that?
Well, one of the three shooters missed completely. One of the others, the two others wounded him, but did not kill him. They didn't hit him in the head. So after it was done, they had to go check, and they realized he's still alive. They had to shoot him again. Oh, my gosh. I think they need some better shooters.
Clearly.
Shooters went from hearing fire to hearing you're fired.
Yeah, I'll say. How do you mess that up that bad? All three of them.
Yeah. I went to put on one of my shoes with the new laces today, and it pulled the sniglet off.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. What's a sniglet? I don't even know what a sniglet is.
Sniglet's the little thing that holds. A sniglet on the end of your shoelace is the little plastic piece.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it doesn't really have a sniglet. It has the little metal clamp, but it pulled that off, which then it popped through the hole, which I then could not get back through the hole.
Of course.
I'm going to have to work on that to reattach it. So I had to wear some of the others. These have them on them.
Put your foot up. Let's see it. Oh, those aren't laces?
No.
That's crazy.
No.
Oh.
With high tops.
That's cool.
And then you just, but it just pulls on.
Awesome.
Which is one of the reasons I would not wear my high tops very often, is because it takes too long to put on.
Thank you, Melissa.
In the morning. You gotta unlace them, lace them up, tie them 5 times, and stupid. By then, you've already missed your vehicle is left without you.
How are you feeling, Megan?
Yeah, how's all that going? Update. I'm a KIX mama.
Are you?
I've given birth to a number of things in here. By the way, Secret Sound will tell you guys only has 2 more weeks on in the afternoons, and then it goes back to just being in the morning, which we'll have to replace all the imaging at that time. And depending on how much we have given away, will determine whether or not we are able to do it again this fall like that. The plan was only to do it in the spring with the double times.
Okay.
Next weekend, we will do a hint.
Unless they get it before then.
Yeah. So don't think they're going to on this one, but it will be up to a sizable amount by next weekend. Should be around 800 or so.
She says some days are better than others. Had a bellyache yesterday and a little bit of a bellyache. What
Gin
about my
face?
case?
Gin face.
What's gin face?
That's a good question. We've been trying to figure out for a number of years now. What is with Gin's face?
Got a minute 20. As messed up as me.
Boy, Richard's getting in on that ticket shootout early. He texted tickets this morning at 7 a.m.
He's excited. Mm-hmm.
Are they still doing that? Pictures and jokes on morning. They are. Have you heard of the blind Cyclops brothers?
The blind Cyclops brothers? No.
Neither have I.
Gosh darn it, Randy. Get it? Get it?
Why are chickens rich?
Why?
Because they know how to make a buck.
12 seconds.
Doctor amputated a guy's finger, and the guy says, "Can I still write with a hand?" The doctor says, "Maybe, but I wouldn't count on it." KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with a high near 73. It is 57 in Joplin.
Got the Morning KIX Takeover Friday edition getting ready to kick off in just 5 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app or the KIX website. Vote for the songs that you want us to play back for you.
But we're talking about the most creative parent threat you've ever heard.
Especially if it comes from mom, of course, since Mother's Day is on Sunday.
What's the most creative parent threat you've ever heard?
I'm going to beat you till you're singing "You Are the Light of My Life."
I don't even know the words of that song. I bet you could come up with them pretty quick, though.
What is the craziest parent threat that you've ever heard?
I think the biggest threat I ever got was when I was about to do something wrong and I heard my first and middle name called out.
Oh, yeah. When they did that, you knew.
Randy Petunia?
It was not Randy Petunia.
That's his middle name.
That is not my middle name.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. It's Randy Gladys.
No, that is. Will you stop that?
Well, it's got to be better than Randy Muriel.
Oh, it is Randy Muriel.
Randy Muriel. That's stupid. I do not have a middle name. Mama forgot she had been drinking at the time that I was born. Okay, to be honest, I do have a middle name.
Yeah, it's Muriel.
It is not Muriel. Nobody's ever been able to figure it out.
It's Randy Muriel Brooks.
It is not
Esquire.
Muriel.
What is the craziest parent threat you've ever heard?
Since today is my birthday, this one's very appropriate.
Okay.
My mom always threatened, I brought you into this world, I can take you out.
Death threats on your birthday, no kidding.
Yeah. What is the most creative parent threat you've ever heard of?
My mom was the typical 60s housewife, so it was wait until your father gets home.
Oh.
The bad part was my daddy worked out of town and was gone 2 or 3 weeks at a time, so she had quite a laundry list going by the time he got there.
So you're like, come on, Mom, bring it.
He did bring it.
What is the most creative parent threat you've ever heard?
623-1025 to call or text, or you can also tell us on Facebook.
Morning KIX Takeover is only 4 minutes away.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Orville Redenbacher, Tallywacker Brooks. That's right.
That is not it. Guys, just give up. None of you know.
Yeah, I went through. So on Monday, we are talking about the thing that you always wanted to learn. I'll have my review of Mommy Dearest. I have no idea when to watch it this weekend. And then T-Ret tickets up for grabs.
That's right. T-Ret.
And Secret Sound, of course, at 7:20.
T-Ret sounds like it would go, when he's saying.
So have a fabulous weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all you mamas out there. You're doing a great job.
Bye. Don't forget Mama.
Bye. Call your mom. It's not working. Let's just wait forever.